Something like that.
Hey, welcome everybody. I am excited to be here with you guys. I'm giving you, I know someone's not going to be happy about this. I don't care which one you use. You can use March, you can use April. I did not have an amazing March, so I was looking forward to the new start for April, but either way is going to work. Or if you're one of those purists, you can finish up your March and then when April 1st Friday comes, move into your April. So it's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong way to be able to do it. Yeah, Jessica, I needed that fresh start. But Tina, I'm glad that you are finishing strong, and that's going to be me this month. So yeah, Katie, we already had a conversation. She likes to keep all of it separate. But I am loving these colors. Got my little pen, I got my bookmark, and I had so much fun getting my journal set up and ready for this social yesterday. I spent most of my day yesterday getting myself set up and the social set up. My name is Karen. I am going to be the facilitator for you guys tonight. And I am just really excited to be here with you. A little update. I um, is coming up for actually 1 year that all of us facilitators came in. Our party's actually on Wednesday. Maya and I will miss some of it because we'll be with some of you guys. But I can't believe it's been a 1 year journey with you guys. Silk and Sponder's changed my life in a lot of ways. And I just have to say that it's the community that has recently really changed my life. I realize you guys were taking better care of your self-care in one specific person, who knows who they are, really inspired me to step back from some of the hours that I was working. And I know it's such a privilege to be able to do that. But I'm excited. I created some candles today. I haven't done that in months. I got my water drops, which was inspired from you guys who told me about the delicious water drops to add to the water. So I'm just excited to be here with you guys and to get a fresh start. So if you have not gotten your April journal yet, it's not a big deal. Finish up in March. But moving forward, that new theme is radiance. Look how beautiful those colors are. I'm just very excited about this. Rev, I think you may have been the one who told me about those water drops as well. And Kim, I am in Northern California too. And Jessica, I am jealous of your glass of bubbly. I am outside of San Francisco in Marin, if you are not aware, if you're not familiar with me, where I am. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into this. Water drops are little effervescent things that you put in your water to give them flavors so that you are not, it keeps it kind of a still water, which helps with my acid reflux. And it flavors it, makes it a little more fun to drink water and more palatable. So our agendas we're going to do, and I'm going to say it's not really just a radiance, it's kind of radiance slash wonder activity. We're going to do our weekly setup and then we're going to close it down. Kelly, I think they do have a little bit of stevia in it. I'm normally very sensitive to stevia in those water drops. It must be very slight because it does not set off my migraine. Happy birthday, Mutt Chevron. Okay, so let's dig in to this radiance activity. So radiance can be seen as our actions ripple out to those around us, our ability to influence the world. And I kind of dug deep to try to figure it. So kind of like that butterfly effect, though I don't think the butterfly is going to cause a tsunami somewhere else in my journal tonight. So we're going to look at how possibly things that you have done might have rippled out for other people. So let me go ahead and kind of walk you through. So that question is wonder how you might have influenced the world in a positive way, big or small. So those of you who may not know me know that I am a fitness instructor and I started working with Nicole in July of this year. And because I've been working with Nicole, she's having a lot less knee and joint pain. And she is absolutely a realtor and a wonderful realtor. So since she's in less pain, I'm assuming that she is giving all that house love to her customers and to her husband. So my little bit of training her is hopefully influencing those people finding their dream home and making her elderly husband's life a little bit easier. So in a notes page or scratch section in your journal, totally up to you of where you want to do it. I'm going to put some music on and I'm going to let you can see, I kind of did mine in a flow chart. I was an English second language teacher, so I love graphic organizers. And so if you feel comfortable, share in the chat of how something you have done might have caused that ripple effect of radiance. All right, I'll be back in a few. Wow, that was awesome. I saw some big and small impacts, including filling out a survey for HBO for the skip feature, which gave me a chuckle. I saw a lot of people who are definitely trying to help others in their careers or in volunteer work, working with children or the elderly. And I think one that really hit me hard is the going to someone's house that was struggling with mental health in a kind of a hoarder type situation and helping. And I really identify with that because it was definitely something my mother struggled with as well. So, yeah. Well, let's go ahead and move on into our weekly setup. Hopefully, you wondered about that radiance ripple effect. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do it, and we can't know exactly what it is that we've done, but we can wonder. So, moving along, be proud of the progress you're making, no matter how small. We're in that weekly planner. I'm going to share my example and then I'm going to break it down into smaller chunks, show you some other examples of repurposing, and give you a chance in between to be able to work on each section. So here's mine. You can see I really had fun with those stickers, and I had a lot of fun putting this together, especially the birds. I don't know, it made me feel very Cinderella-y. So Katie's saying if you're doing the March, you're on page 52. If you are in that April, you are on page 26. Either way, love a good sticker. So the very first section is this week, I want to feel. It could be a song lyric, it could be a picture, it could be a word, it could be a phrase. There's no right or wrong way. I've pulled out a couple from your examples posted in Sonder Club, and I just really enjoy looking at these on the little bird sticker, feeling very spring-like, and that left one definitely feels very magical to me. Now I'm going to throw that feelings wheel on, and I'm going to give you just a very quick song to allow you to fill in that very first section. Beautiful. I know someone was asking for me to go back to the quote. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I have quite a few tonight. So at the end, when we're playing our closing song, I'm going to throw those up and I will also post them in Sonder Club so we can keep moving forward. So the next section, and I love all of you who are doing spring cleaning because I did quite a bit of that myself, including, shocker, organizing stickers. Can you imagine me organizing stickers? Anyway, so our next section we're going to look at is those weekly to-dos. Now, I'm going to share with you some different ways if you're wanting to repurpose it. And this literally comes from the Sonder Instagram page. If you've not looked at their Instagram, it is a really awesome one. So if you are someone who's prone to worrying like myself, a distraction list might be a way to look at your weekly to-dos using that space of the things that you do not want to get distracted by versus the things that you're trying to do. You could also look and separate it into 4 quadrants: the do, decide, delegate, delete, which I really like looking at it that way. I definitely like to delete things that I don't need to be doing and to delegate, even if it's something small, like just taking takeout one night on a long day. Also, if you are someone who it is crippling to do a to-do list, some days it is for me, you could change it into a to-do list of the things that you have accomplished. And of course, well, Jennifer, I was about to say, look how gorgeous yours is. Look at the colors. You can use it in that traditional way. For me, it just depends on what's going on that week, which way I'm going to use it. I'm going to give you an opportunity to be able to work on this. And if you're repurposing, or you want to share some of your to-dos in the chat, please do so. Some things that I thought were kind of unique, as Crystal was saying, that she's using it for what she wants to accomplish in her journal. I wish I'd thought of that earlier this week because I would have done the same. Katie, our wonderful facilitator, is talking about her dread list. Jennifer's using all those rainbow colors and it's making her feel good, even if it's not getting everything off the list. And guess what? Give yourself grace. None of us do. Evangeline's talking about using the things that she needs to bring to work. I really like that one, especially since I'm transitioning out of an office back into my home. So definitely using it. Sue's using it for the mundane things that fall through the cracks. Stephanie says an area with colors of things that she's planning on her week for the next page so she can be balanced and not overloaded. Not to do's, remember what's take me away from what matters most, said Linda. Really like that. And Jennifer saying she would stop beating herself up for doing something I want to do. So there's definitely a way to use this in a positive way too. I know some people literally put a sticky note over it and look at it. So Jennifer says she uses it for goal of work, relationships, personal, to be sure I don't overdo the work part of my life. I think a lot of us can identify with that. It's much easier to hold yourself accountable for the things for work versus the things you want to do for yourself. Okay, moving on into those weekly goals. When I write these goals, and this is one of the reasons I went ahead and set up my April journal, is I like to look back at my intentions and habits to see, are they in line or am I struggling in a certain area? I might take a daily habit and break it into smaller portions that are a little more bite-sized chunks. I know some people like to use bingo boards and use certain spaces in this layout that they're not using to be able to create a bingo board to change out. And some people really do enjoy that little gold star sticker to be able to move forward with. Here's another one of these quotes that I will go through at the end as well. Ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. I'm currently, I think someone was referring to me, Karen, unless I missed something in the chat. I am doing a salad cleanse with lots of wonderful, unique salads. I'm not eating just salads. I'm eating other things too, like hot dogs with the salad, balance. But yeah, I want to be happy about the way I am feeding myself. So here we go. Here are some examples. Sorry, it's a little blurry. I take these off the app and then I have to kind of crop them. But look, one of the goals is to find something new to watch. I really like that it had something fun in there. Getting fresh air daily, sunshine on the skin. So those positive things as well. Get moving. It can be kind of generic. It didn't say of like, I need to take 3 walks, though you could quantify it that way as well. Get hydrated, get celebrating. I love that. So go ahead, share with us what goals you are using, how they might relate to your monthly goals of March or ones that you're hoping to start in April. You guys are on fire tonight. So many really awesome, good ideas. Someone's doing a fitness challenge. I love that. I love short challenges. Obviously, you've seen me do soup ones, smoothie ones, and this is actually a free one also that is a salad. Um, and I find them very motivating to help me kind of keep everything on track when it comes to self-care, if that makes sense. I really do find meal planning and prep definitely one of the biggest factors that affects my mood. Nora's talking about Nora's breaking it up into a fun goal, a work goal, and a personal goal. Leanne, loving that you are getting everything wrapped up. Good luck clearing out your classroom with retiring. Sophia, hopefully I said that right, is doing have more fun, move more, do one thing that scares me. I love that one. My mother-in-law's word for the year is adventure, and I feel like that is definitely a good one. A lot of people are working on their taxes and movement goals. Not eating out, that's a big one for a lot of us too. Talking to my boss, get my team COVID tested for their scrimmage. Good luck on that scrimmage. Organize my to be read pile of Tower of Books tips over. I think a lot of us are readers and can definitely identify with that one. No alcohol. That's a great one. Karen's gonna rock her interview. We know it. We're gonna have her in her thoughts on Tuesday. So moving on to our habit section. Habit and activity. I have another fun quote. I definitely, when I on Facebook, I save them to my phone. I pull them out for things like this today. Start by doing one push-up. Start by drinking one cup of water. Start by paying towards one debt. Start by reading one page. Start by making one sale. Start by deleting one old contact. Start by walking one lap. Start by attending one event. Start by writing one paragraph. Start today, repeat tomorrow. I don't know if it's like for you guys, but that gives me shivers because even myself, I've gotten let myself get behind on my daily rituals, and it piles up, and then it's like, oh, I don't have time to do all of them. And so you know what? Start today. I don't need to be a completist. I don't have to do all the past ones. I can start today. Here are some examples of wonderful ones from the app that people have done. You can see some of them are work related, some of them are not, some of them are more self-care related. And the middle one I really like, she circles the day that she's expected to do that specific challenge. Now, if you're wondering about, if you're new here, the habits of the monthly versus the weekly, these are ones that you want to do a couple of times a week versus daily, though there's not a right or wrong way to be able to do it. If you are struggling with this, I'm gonna throw up some radiant habits that you might choose from. And I'm gonna have to read back. Everyone's very excited about YNAB. I'm gonna have to figure out what that is. So I'm gonna leave this on. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to be able to work. You don't, in mine, I only put 3 habits. You don't have to use all the lines. It's better to be successful and feel good about yourself versus beating yourself up for not completing everything. All right, I'll be back in a few. looks like we have a lot of fans of that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 things they want to do. Well, a habit they want to do 5 days a week, 4 days a week, 3 days a week, etc. And Steph, I just pulled up and sent that link for my alarm clock that lights up and wakes me up over 10 minutes of time period with birds chirping over to our stage manager. And there it is. It does help with the snooze and has 2 settings on it. Where I get in trouble is when I can sleep extra 30 minutes and I don't want to reset my alarm clock. It's not the easiest to reset. I'm not going to lie about that. I love the fact that people are including the daily rituals and their journaling in their habits. I tend to do that as well. So moving on to our next section of the page in March or April. Here's my example of what it is that my page is gonna look like. And I've been saving this one sticker for a while because I just love it so much. And I just want to say that I took inspiration from some of you guys from last week, and I'm planning out my observations and teaching hours for my apparatus cert. So looking into the meal planning, I absolutely have the most examples for this one because I do find it is the one that most people repurpose or have as many different ideas. But with that as a caveat, I'd like to say that these ideas would work for other sections. If you use your meal plan as normal, they would work in your shopping section, etc. So these repurposing ideas really can fit any section that you are not utilizing. So someone over here is looking and using it as their study guide. I kind of took inspiration for myself. I'm working on my apparatus Pilates certification. I need about 100 hours of teaching and 20 hours of observation. So mapping that out within this section. I really like the one right next to it is evaluating their mood daily. So at the end of the day, they can kind of reflect on those. On the one that's third over is using it as scheduling. They might use their actual planner section for their rituals or journaling. And so their appointments at a week. Well, Angela, I like it. I think it looks great. And then I also like the one over on to the right is looking at the calories burned, steps taken, etc. And Kelly, I like the idea of using it for an inspiring quote. A lot of you are writers in the group. I've noticed that. I've seen people use it for their exercise plan. I've used it for clutter decluttering. I've used it for doodles, or if I was working on my brush writing, using that space for like the word, daily affirmations like Katie's talked about, or decluttering. There's a couple other examples. Here's one. I don't know if you were in the call. Can I come over for dinner? Because look how organized you are, and your meal plan looks delicious. The one in the center really spoke to me of how well did I use my time. I'm definitely struggling with social media. I use it for looking at new moves and things like that. And then I go down the pigeonhole. Oh, Kathy, your meal plan looks awesome. So good. And then the one on the right, also using that kind of appointments as they go or after a week. So here's some different examples that you're able to use. Love to see how you are utilizing the section. Are you using it traditionally? Other things I've seen people do is write about how they feel about what they've eaten, especially if they're into mindfulness eating, or if they are struggling to identify triggers for migraines or allergies or things like that. I know some people have used it as a medicine tracker for themselves or for senior pets. I have a senior chi, so I definitely get that. Oh, Kathy, I'm not glad that you got diagnosed with diabetes, but that it has been really helpful to kind of see and keep a log of what it is that you are eating. So I'm going to put some music on. I'll come back in a few. Feel free to share how you are utilizing this section in the chat. Awesome. Well, it looks like a lot of you are using that for meal planning and writing down what it is that you've eaten. Um, I don't know how to say your name, Zeha. Much love to you. I'm glad that writing down what it is that you ate is being successful in your healing. I know Christy's using it for her daily affirmations. Steph is using or saw someone use it for oral hygiene tracker. Ooh, that's a good idea. I should be using my water pick, right? Let's see. Daily reflections, profession. Lisa's saying she uses it for her professional reading and what she's going to do each day. Those are really smart ideas. I really like those. Looking to see. Oh, Vicky's using it for her 15 minutes of cleanup for her chores. If you've been in one of these before, you know that a lot of us are big lovers of the fly ladies and breaking down that cleaning schedule into those smaller sections. Sue's using the meal plan for studying, professional certification exam in 2 weeks. Good luck, Sue. We're definitely, you're gonna rock it. You're always, oh, Zaya, thank you so much for telling me how to say your name. That's super helpful. I hate butchering people's names. Sometimes I try to avoid it. Um, but if you don't know who I'm talking about, that's not helpful, is it? So the next section is one of my absolute favorite sections, and it is the mind body health plan section. I've listed some ways, and I'm going to actually go through a couple of other sections and ideas as well and show you some examples. I've seen people use it as a dream log. I try that. I don't remember my dreams very much. Affirmations is a popular one, maybe from the app in Saunders Club, or possibly the I Am app, which I heard about from you guys, which I'm really enjoying. I love the affirmation and popping up on my Apple Watch. Also, I don't know if the person was here last week who shared the Water Cat app. I absolutely love the Water Cat app, and I'm trying to get my hydration in. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's a free app that you track your water intake and you can choose different factors, and it even counted a little bit of my lattes, so I love that. Also, people, a lot of you love quotes, study plans, how they felt about how, oh, I looked at that one, it looks like I put the wrong one here. Nonetheless, I thought I was so prepared. I went everything with a fine-tooth comb. I'm going to break up with a perfect and just move on to the next slide. Whoops. Here is yet another fun quote. Uh, I am at a place in my life where peace is a priority, making deliberate life choices to protect my mental, emotional, and spiritual state. And I thought that went really well along with making the choices of how we're going to use that mind body health. If you're looking, these are right off our Instagram page. Weekly self-care ideas, skincare, which is, I just ordered a mini fridge for my face masks. I can't wait till it comes in. Hopefully it will inspire me to keep up with that skincare routine, a warm bath or shower, putting on your luxurious pajamas early, journaling, water, iced coffee. Ooh, sorry, took a screenshot. My little mouse is right there in the middle of it. Sparkling water, huge fan. Hot tea, love David's teas. Unplugging, reading, baking. I really like that. It can be very relaxing to cook and bake, or maybe hitting up one of your favorite Netflix shows. This one is very popular that we're seeing a lot of. I know that there was a daily ritual on the 7 types of rest. If you are someone who uses the Shine app, the meditation app, they did a little bit of a deep dive into some of these this week, which I enjoyed listening to. The types of rest, you could use one for each day: physical, mental, sensory, creative, emotional, social, and spiritual, physical. I think I said physical twice. So looking at some of those. So the mental are ways to be able to take that little mental break. If you have an Apple Watch, one of those that is, you breathe for a minute. Sensory, turning off and unplugging. The creative, that was me making candles today, spending a little time creating. Emotional, expressing yourself in ways that feel like maybe journaling or dancing. I love a good shower dance. Social, spending time with people that make you bubble up with joy. Spiritual, for me, that's usually getting outdoors or maybe meditation. Physical, this is the one I need the most rest in, of giving yourself those breaks. Maybe you love 21-minute naps for, or 22-minute naps for 2022. Maybe you're a fan of that nappuccino, having that coffee and then closing your eyes. Or maybe it's something as simple as just doing a few shoulder rolls or those heads going side to side. And if you are a little unsure about the types of rest, you can definitely Google, and there are quizzes you can take that will tell you what section you need to dig a little deeper into, which I think is what Katie just threw in. And then last time people were asking for the sky to come up again. If you like the thematic version, Motivation Monday, Transformation Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Thankful Thursday, Feel Good Friday, Social Saturday, Self Care Sunday. Right after this, I'm going to steam my face and put a face mask on. Here's some different examples of some of yours, maybe using as a checklist of the things that you're trying to accomplish, looking at those types of rest on the right, or just whatever it is that feels luxurious and rejuvenating to you. I'm going to give you a moment and I will check back with you in just a few minutes. Feel free to share in that chat of how it is that you're utilizing this section. I know you're loving the Goo Goo Dolls, but I want to make sure I respect your time and we end up on time. So the next section is the shopping section. If you're using it for a shopping section, I like to use my cell phone to be able to take a photo of it and put it up. And it could be clothing you want, a packing list, what's in your fridge. I thought that was a really great idea so that you're not doing the same things or knowing what you need to pick up to be able to pull dinner together. What you have available easy for meals to be able to throw together, subscription for bills that are coming out of your account, baby bingo boards, random acts of kindness, all of those different styles of things. Here's some different examples. I like the phone calls. I've seen people use it. Reverend, I think, has used it for prayer list, using it for quotes or whatever it is that looks great to you. And I am going to move right into that loving section. And I'm going to give you a little more time to work in just a second. I am loving can be anything that your heart desires. It could be a TV show, a book, something new that you bought or experienced, a new song or a concert. And if you're still struggling with that, maybe you want to be loving a celebration or add something like this into your weekly plan. These, not all of them are food this week. I love it. The 28th, eat something on a stick day. These are fun to celebrate with your spouse, your partner, your kids. National Mermaid Day, pay it forward day on the 29th, the 30th, walk in the park day, manatee appreciation, and appreciate a doctor day. A lot of good things going on that day. March 31st, National Crayon Day and Eiffel Tower Day, and April 1st, obviously, April Fools. All right, I'm going to play the rest of the song and let you guys get to it. All right, friends, we're coming to the end of our time together. If you feel comfortable, as you saw some of our participants' actual work up there, if you would share in Sonder Club, it's really helpful for us facilitators to be able to have access to some different ideas and to different pages besides our own personal ones. You know, if you don't feel comfortable, that's no big deal. If you're kind of a pen and paper person, which is what I do when I'm not presenting most of the time, that's absolutely okay. And Katie's talking about, yeah, you can definitely look at different pages on that front page in the app. And someone was talking about journal pages. I think they posted right in the middle about some fun journaling if you're wanting to do a little extra besides your daily ritual. If you're not on the app, we invite you to be there. It is a nice complement to the journal, but this is beautiful and standalone. I used this before we ever had an app, and it was just a Facebook group. Um, if you're unfamiliar how to download it, the links are there, or you can open up your camera and it's going to pull up the link that you need for Android or Apple and be able to pull those through. We do have a survey, and he's going to throw a link in or use the QR code. We utilize this survey to be able to create more events for you guys and see some of the things that you're absolutely interested in. And I don't know if some of you have noticed if it's been posted yet or not, but this month we have a brand new social that Maya is going to be facilitating. I'm going to be stage managing, and it's going to be a crafting section. We're setting that time aside for us to be able to chat and come on camera and share what it is that we're working on. So that's kind of coming from you guys. So super fun. Um, if you are unaware, we do have our recordings that are coming up a couple of days after your social. Be forewarned if you are not like if you're someone who loves the chat, if you're watching on that YouTube channel, the chat is not there. And if the music is copyrighted, Katie says it can be a little eerie because there's no music and it's a, just the slide on that screen. But if you are unable to make it to a social, that's an awesome thing too. And then also, if you are unaware, they are taking your ideas and your interests to see if we could do a virtual Sonder Summit, more of a day-long event, kind of accumulating maybe some movement and some meditation as well as those other things. So yeah, that YouTube, Jeanette, is brand new. I think we released it about a week and a half ago. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for them to be able to get it going, but nonetheless. Well, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. I hope those Sunday scaries are shaken away. I'm going to put some music on. We're going to stay around until the end of the song, and I'll throw some of those quotes back up, and I'll also post them back into your Sonder Club. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
Spent all of our time outside all day, doing whatever we like our way. Didn't need a wall to build a new space. Every moment just came together like 2 feet hanging in the water. Few trees stood a little taller. New breeze feels so good. Can't help but remind me that it was a good day. Yeah. Not much to do but just lay around. Yeah, it was a good day. I'm so glad the sun stayed around. Yeah, it was a good day. Not much to do but just lay around. Yeah, it was a good day. I'm so glad the sun stayed around. No more school, no more rules, no more room to feel these blues. You and views all afternoon. Look at all the time we don't have to give up. Everything we're giving is enough. Moments fit together like a glove.